Okay, so basically, I'm a big fan of the Power Rangers. I've been a fan of that show since the 1990s. I remember buying all the dolls, buying all the action figures back in the 1990s. I mean, the 1990s. I would say about 95, 96, 94. I know I was only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, but I remember buying a whole bunch of my parents would go out and buy a whole bunch of Power Ranger toys. They would spend probably $300 just to buy me Power Rangers clothes. I remember when I was in the third grade. And I remember I was in the third grade back in 1998. I came to school because for Halloween back in 19. It was October 31st, 1998, and I remember coming to school for a party wearing a blue Power Rangers costume. Power Rangers was the hit back in the 1990s. It's popular now, but not the way it was back in the 1990s. Because back in the 1990s, people really didn't have social media, so we didn't have YouTube. So people would have to go out to Blockbuster to buy the. I remember buying all the VHS tapes of Power Rangers. But one thing I'm gonna talk about Power Rangers. I'm 30 years old, so I've been living a long time. I grew up in the 90s, and that was a good decade. But it's time to move on. People keep saying that Power Rangers is racist, and I agree. The Power Rangers is very racist. I'm not saying it didn't deal with any racist episodes. The show basically just dealt with a bunch of teenagers dressed in the costumes fighting bad guys. So that was pretty much it. The TV show kind of reminded me of the Wizard of Oz. A lot of people keep saying there's a comparison between the Wizard of Oz and the Power Rangers, but the reason I say it is racist because the first episode I remember watching it. I remember watching the reruns back in the 90s, and I remember just kept thinking, why is the black guy a black Power Ranger? Why is the white woman a pink Power Ranger? And why is the yellow the yellow woman the yellow Power Ranger? I'm like, there is a racist. And then I remember in the pilot episode where the black guy, the black teenager, he's fighting the bad guys, and once he's fighting the bad guys, they play hip hop music while he's fighting the black. I said, that's so racist. I mean, this guy's supposed to be fighting crime, and they're playing hip hop music while he's fighting it just because his skin's black. So I mean, the show was racist in that regard, and I had to shout that out, that the Power Rangers show is not racist, but the stereotypes, having the Asian girl play having the Asian girl play a yellow Power Ranger and the African American guy play the black Power Ranger, have them up, and it's a funny thing because the black guy is dressed up in a black costume and the Asian girl is dressed up in a yellow outfit. Well, what is this? But anyway, besides that, it's a good show. Peace.